all of it in. Welcome back to CNN. Let's go live back to Derek Van Dam, who is on a rescue boat. Derek, take it away.
Anna, we are currently under a search and rescue operation with the 1st Precinct in the Brays Bayou area. This is just southwest of Houston, and we are literally about to go door to door to check for people who are still stranded in the rising floodwaters. You can see how heavy it's raining right now. Conditions are pretty treacherous. They told me that I need to hold on because the eddies in the water get pretty violent and they can shake the boat. So we're approaching the Brays Bayou pretty quickly here, and that's where the water has really started to get deep and very strong, and the currents have become very fast. You can imagine that the water is rising quickly. I'm with Officer Medina, and he's been on the search and rescue boat all day long. I'm just wondering if you can tell me a couple of the stories that you've had today in the rescues.
We had situations of rescuing people out of attics, people with medical conditions, elderly people, all different types of situations with animals, kids, babies, 3-month-olds. I mean, the situations are varying from, there's still people over here that want to stay, but we're getting the people that are not taking in that much water over here, that are on the 2nd floor, that are choosing to stay. But everybody that wants to come, we're putting them on here and getting them to dry land.
But I've talked to people that say that the water levels have risen all the way to the 2nd floor, or at least the tops of the 1st floor. So why would people want to stay, especially with rain coming down like this?
We'll go see here in a second. We're going to start going down there, and there's people that are not underwater as far as on the 2nd floor, and they got food, and they got their family there, and they want to stay there and ride it out.
Okay.
So
the medical conditions that you've experienced today, tell me a little bit about that. Were they immediate threats that you needed to rescue? And
yes, they're having diabetic issues and other heart problems and different things like that, that it was immediate. We had to get them out of there.
Okay, and then you've had complete family rescues as well with small children. I mean, how do you get them onto the boats? What is that process? And we're about to see it, but how do you go about doing that? Because that's obviously a delicate process in waters that are 4, 5, 6 feet deep.
Yeah, we're going in there. We're going in there for them and getting the boat as close as we can to their doorstep and starting the chain and bringing them to the boat. We've been pretty successful with that.
So you form a human chain to do
Correct.
this? Okay, all right, excellent. And that's all training that you guys have to do this safely, because I can only imagine there are so many opportunities for things to go wrong, especially when you're talking about rushing currents. So have you seen the water recede over the past couple of hours, or what exactly has been taking place with the floodwaters now?
It was receding at one point, and then now that the rain has picked up heavily again, it's starting to rise again. So at one point, it was dropping 6, 8, 12 inches, and now it's risen back probably to that level, maybe even more.
Okay. Officer Medina, it's my understanding that we're going to an elderly woman who is short on oxygen now. Is that true?
That's
Can you tell me a little bit about what you know?
That's exactly the story. She's short on oxygen, she's stranded, and she's taking in water, and that's where we're going next.
Okay, all right. So we're going to have quite an operation here ahead of us, I can imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, just to set the scene, you can see this boat could probably easily hold about 10, maybe 15 people, so plenty of room on here. But again, it can become very unstable very quickly, especially when the water rise. We've got several of the constables who have been working throughout the day, and they have told me some harrowing stories, incredible stories of search and rescue, and people so grateful to have that opportunity to get on dry land. And you can see the families riding by now. There are still several more people to come. You can imagine that as we go door to door, we're going to find people who have just tried to bunker down in these conditions, and they know inevitably their time is up and they need to be rescued. Anna, that's all we've got right now, and we'll keep a close eye on things here. We're going to go to this elderly woman who's short on oxygen and hopefully be able to bring you an update later.
All right, Derek Van Dam, God bless her. God bless those people who are working so